Have you ever stood in the middle of a room, your living room, your kitchen, maybe even the garage, and looked around, wondering, where did all this stuff even come from? Over the years, we gather things, some useful, some sentimental, and honestly, some we've completely forgotten we even had. And while there's nothing wrong with holding on to memories, there comes a moment when all the clutter feels less like comfort and more like a heavy weight we've been carrying on our backs for far too long. You see, getting older is one of life's greatest blessings. And with it comes the wisdom to realize that happiness isn't buried in drawers or hidden behind closet doors. It's found in freedom. Freedom to move, freedom to breathe, and freedom to focus on the moments and people who truly matter. That's why today I want to talk about the beautiful art of minimalism, not as a trendy lifestyle, but as a gentle and powerful way to make room for more peace, more health, and more joy after 65. The first reason so many seniors find happiness in owning less is simple. Less stuff means less stress. Have you noticed how cluttered spaces seem to clutter your mind? When the kitchen counter is buried in old mail, or the guest room has become a storage unit, it's hard to feel relaxed. Letting go of things you no longer use or love can open up space both around you and inside you. It's like opening a window on a stuffy day. The fresh air rushes in, and suddenly you feel lighter. And right along with that, owning less often leads to a safer, more comfortable home. When you've got clear walkways, fewer trip hazards, and easy to reach essentials, your home becomes a place that supports your independence rather than holding you hostage. A little less clutter can mean fewer accidents and more peace of mind for both you and your loved ones. If you truly believe that God gives us the strength to care for the body He blessed us with, and you believe in the power of helping others, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. When you do, you're not just supporting this channel, you're spreading hope and health to countless others who might be feeling weak, lonely, or unsure where to start. Your simple click could be the reason someone else finds the strength to take control of their health today. Now, isn't that a beautiful way to make a difference? And don't just watch a piece of this video and leave, my friend. Your legs, your health, your future, they all deserve your full attention. Every single habit I'm sharing today is like a stepping stone, and the real magic only happens when you stay for the whole journey. So settle in, stay with me right to the end, and let's walk this path to a stronger, longer life together. Now that we've cleared a little space in our hearts and homes, let's talk about the next reason why living with less could be the best gift you ever give yourself. Now that we've cleared a little space in our hearts and homes, let's talk about the next reason why living with less could be the best gift you ever give yourself. You see, when you stop surrounding yourself with things you don't need, something beautiful starts to happen. You make room for experiences. And I mean real, meaningful experiences. The kind that don't gather dust on a shelf, but stay alive in your memory and in your heart. Think about it. When the house is no longer weighed down by things you rarely touch, you suddenly have more time and energy to spend on the moments that matter, like morning walks in the park, coffee dates with friends, or even learning something new like painting or dancing. Owning less gives you the space to say yes to life more often, rather than worrying about the upkeep of things you barely use. And here's another little secret about minimalism after 65: the joy of giving. The act of letting go can often bless someone else's life in ways you can't even imagine. That old chair you no longer sit in, the kitchen gadgets you haven't touched in years, or even the clothes sitting untouched in the back of your closet. These things can be a treasure to someone else who needs them far more. When you give, you don't lose, you grow. And that kind of generosity fills your heart in ways that no object ever could. And let's not forget the financial freedom that comes from embracing a simpler life. The less you buy, the more you save. And the more you save, the more room you have for the things that truly enrich your days. Whether it's planning a family trip, taking up a new hobby, or just enjoying the peace of knowing your finances aren't tangled up in impulse purchases, minimalism helps you focus on value, not volume. When you step back from more, and embrace just enough, you open the door to a life that feels lighter, calmer, and filled with more gratitude. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 65, 75, or 85, the moment you choose to live with less, you're choosing to live with more meaning. Next, let's explore one more powerful reason why owning less can completely reshape the way you look at the life ahead. And here's the final piece of this beautiful puzzle, and it might just be the most freeing of all. Minimalism gives you back control, not control over the world or time or even the weather, but control over your space, your schedule, and your peace of mind. When you own fewer things, you spend less time cleaning, sorting, fixing, and worrying, and more time simply living. That quiet sense of ease, that deep breath when you walk into a space that feels open and welcoming, that is worth more than anything you could buy. And here's something else you might not expect. Owning less often means loving more. When you clear away the physical clutter, you make room for stronger relationships. You're no longer too busy managing stuff to make that phone call, invite a friend over, or go visit your grandchildren. Your energy shifts away from things and turns toward people. And at this stage of life, what's more valuable than that? Choosing minimalism after 65 isn't about giving things up. It's about making room for what truly matters. For some, that means a home that feels light and easy to move through. For others, it means fewer bills and more breathing room. But for everyone, it means gaining a new appreciation for life itself, simple, uncluttered, and deeply fulfilling. And I want you to remember this, my friend. The number of birthdays you've celebrated has nothing to do with the joy you can still uncover. Age is not a deadline, it's a doorway. And every step you take toward a more mindful, less cluttered life is a step toward freedom. You've earned the right to live without the extra weight, both in your home and on your heart. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one thing you've let go of that gave you more happiness than you expected? Go ahead, share it in the comments below. You never know. Your story might just inspire someone else to take their first step toward a lighter, brighter life. And if this video gave you even one little spark of motivation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more warm, uplifting advice just like this. Here's to living your best life at any age and making every moment count. Starting right now.